Looking for what? Mm. Girl, let's get it right. Only thing shorter than a love song is life. When you finally find someone to call you, no more sharing. Running away as far as I can go and start a family. And I've been here many times before. And every time I done got it wrong. They say when it's right, you know. I know for sure your love and I'm waiting on. Yeah, your love's the one that I've been waiting on. Your love, hey, your love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at. Good morning, however you refer. Welcome in, y'all. Listen, today we're talking about all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, right? So we're gonna let a couple people come on in here, and man, I'm gonna just give you a little big story right now. So last night when I was on the video, a girl said she was experiencing FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And it's funny because a couple of weeks ago, with all of the different incidents and stuff that's going on in the world, um, I was writing, and one thing that I was in gratitude for when I was journaling was um, being right where I needed to be and not having to be exposed to certain things. So that's gonna bother me, so I had to get it off. So listen, just to give you a little backstory real quick, a synopsis of what where I'm going with this. My story is back when I was about 15. I had, well, throughout my childhood, I had opportunities for like modeling, right? And at 15, um, I had the opportunity to go to Milan, okay? But what wound up happening was I got pregnant. Hey, thank you. So I wind up getting pregnant in the process. And it kind of deterred me. So at that point in time, hey, my mother was like, no, you can't go. They don't want nobody pregnant. I'm not letting you go. I'm not sending you over there like that. No. So she already paid for everything and kind of lost out on it, right? But I'm like, I wanted to go still because I was trying to get away from home, okay? So I still wanted to go. And I'm like, you don't know what they're like. I felt like that was like an opportunity, right? And I felt like that was an opportunity. So I was like, I really wanted to go there and I really wanted to experience that side of the thing. But with everything that's been going on these last couple of weeks, I've been let it go or whatever because I understand, you know, where I'm supposed to be is where I am, right? But some things are God's protection for you. And with the girl saying she had the fear of missing out, you can't miss out where you wasn't intended to be. And one thing about that story I shared with you about my story is it wasn't God's intention for me to be there. That wasn't on my path. Hey, that was not my path that I was supposed to take. So therefore, I was never supposed to be there anyway. I didn't miss out on anything. As a matter of fact, looking back today in 2024, the reflection that I had was I actually was being saved possibly from something that could have went totally left, right? I was saved from something that I knew nothing of. Imagine being that young, going to Milan, going to a whole nother country, and you don't know nobody, your parents ain't there, you by yourself, you just don't know, right? So whoever is feeling like that you having a fear of missing out on something or being somewhere that you think you're supposed to be, you don't have to worry about that because all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, right? God had to do a divine intervention by allowing me to become pregnant so that it would stop me from going somewhere he didn't intend for me to go. Because, us as humans can want to be in a certain place. But God, like, no, that ain't what I got designed for you. That ain't your path. So I'm going to have to shift this whole thing around to stop you from going there. But it's for your protection. You're not missing out on anything, right? It's for your protection. And what I have for you, I have specifically designed for you. You're not going to miss the opportunity that's for you. You're not going to miss the places that you're supposed to be in. Well, thank you, Bracelet Bessie. You're not going to miss nowhere you're supposed to be. You're not even missing where you at right now. Like, it's where you are is where you're supposed to be. So if anybody has that fear of missing out or fear of feeling like they're supposed to be further along than they are, or they're supposed to be somewhere else and they just don't like their current reality, you got to be okay with that's just where you're supposed to be right now. And wherever God wants you to be at in the future or in the next moment, you got to be okay with that as well. Because looking back, if I was looked at it from that child's perspective back then, I didn't understand what was going on. All I knew was, hey, that was my ticket out. But looking hindsight, right now, back then, it's like, no, I would never. You know what? Then again, as an adult, it's like, I wouldn't even want a child to go there somewhere else to a whole other country by themselves. Like, who does? No, I wouldn't want that. And especially in this day and age. Because you just don't know what's out there. And you can't see certain things, but God see all. And then the path that you're supposed to take. See, that's the part of the story where God say he ain't going to put more on you than you can bear. So he knew that wasn't a burden for me to bear. Therefore, I wasn't supposed to be there. And that's the same with you. If he know that something's going to be too much of a burden for you, he not going to put you in that situation. He not going to leave you in a position to have you looking crazy out here or stumbling your feet. What he say? He not going to let your foot stumble. So be okay and be in gratitude about where you are right now in life. And you know what it began to happen? God will start sending more things to be grateful for your present moment and your past moments and what have you, because you are in gratitude about where you come from and where you are. So I just wanted to say that to y'all because when she said FOMO, I'm like, I didn't know what FOMO was. But then I asked her, she said exactly what it was. And I'm like, that's nothing but anxiety. That's anxiety about worrying about. And then now with social media, it makes it even more scary because people have thinking that they're supposed to be somewhere based off of what they see other people doing. And that's not the case at all. You don't know what other people have to do to sacrifice to be in those pictures looking good and the aesthetics looking nice. You don't know what people have to endure. So anybody else out there experiencing that type of anxiety, it's not worth it. You're not missing out on anything. If this is your season for isolation, sit down and allow God to work on you and fix you and do whatever it is that he needs to do in your life to get you where you desire your desired place to be, or wherever he got for you, his will. But as far as missing out, you're not missing out on anything. Life is still life. Everybody's going to experience life, but some people just going to show you the good parts of life. They're not going to show you the bad parts of life. They're not going to show you the things that that they go through, the trials, the tribulations and stuff. They're going to show you the good. So be okay with yourself about where you are and where you been, and be okay with that. Have gratitude in that area. Okay. So yeah, be okay with that. Because you right where you're supposed to be. You ain't got nothing to worry about it. As a matter of fact, if God would allow you to even get a glimpse of that situation further down the line that you thought you wanted to be in, or the place you thought you should have been, you would look further down the line, he'll show you to you like why he didn't want you in that position, and you'll be like, wow, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. Yeah, because you didn't know that right then and there. Because a lot of times we operate in flesh, and the flesh be wanting what it desires automatically, instantly, like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're a really strong woman. I got some muscles too. No, let me stop. But you right where you supposed to be. You are experiencing the exact experience that you're supposed to have. This all lines up for your story, for his glory. Like, don't even worry about it. Everything that you thought you were supposed to do, the career changes you thought, half of it wasn't even yours to begin with. Like, with me, honestly, that wasn't my story to begin with. I wasn't supposed to be in. I didn't want to be in modeling. Like, it's nice, yeah, but that wasn't what I wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of things that you think you want or that you think you want to be, it don't even be your own thing. It's you seeing somebody else doing something and you want it, or you thinking you supposed to be somewhere because it look glamorous or it look a certain type of aesthetic, and it's not. It's not. So be happy and grateful for where you are. Continue finding gratitude, and I had to go deep on that and reflect because of my situation, because it's like you journaling every day, you find some deep stuff to start being grateful for, okay? And if you see what's going on in the media and stuff today, it's like, whoa, wait a minute now. It make you think back on that time and be like, God really had his hand over your life. So if it's something that you think you supposed to be, or something that you think, you just praise God for even not being there, because God has his hand over your life. And whatever it is protection. But I guarantee you, he has something much greater for you. The only thing he needs you to do is surrender to his will, and he will give you all the desires of your heart. And it may not look exactly like you wanted to look in your eyes, but in God's eyes, it is perfect creation that he's created in your life. The image that God has is not the image that you may have, but it's perfect. And you'll love it. You just don't know you'll love it until you become that person and get to that place, or where have you. You don't know it. So enjoy the place that you are at now. Be grateful for it now, so that God can begin to give you more of what you are experiencing, or that you're happy for, that you're grateful for. You get what I'm saying? Thank you. The Most High, the creator of all. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Exactly. Yes. All we have to do is just be happy. The source, the creator. However you identify the one over all it is. The one over all it is that created everything. So that's what I had for y'all. I'm like, God is so good. The source, the creator. He's so good. Um, and you just never know how he's divinely ordering your steps for your divine protection, for your divine, like, he gonna make you look good. I don't understand why y'all don't have enough faith in God in certain areas in y'all life, when y'all think he gonna make y'all out here looking crazy and looking silly. Who would want to serve a God like that? The only person that's gonna do something like that is the enemy, or the enemy within, the inner me, the flesh. But God will never have you out here looking crazy. He have you walking in wisdom. He'll have you walking in peace, love, abundance. You get what I'm saying? Hey. Which one is that? Well, hello. Oh, okay, I think that's, I don't know what it is. I can't see that little thing. But yeah, so be okay with where you are. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're going down the path you was always supposed to go down. And even if you look back over your life, you've gained skills that match your strength. Your strength is really big, but it looks so easy and natural to you. The gifts that you possess, you don't even see it. But it's all leading up to the big plan that God has for you. Everything that you had to go through, everything that you had to learn, even if it's work experience. Maybe you had to learn how to deal with people or talk on the phone, or you had to up your customer service skills somehow. God had orchestrated all of that for you. So whatever path you on right now, even if you take a left turn and go take a whole nother path, it's all right. Because where you are right now, you were supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to be nowhere else. You weren't supposed to be in no other field, line of work, or anything. Oh, okay. Thank you for saying that. I couldn't see it. You said I got a lot of nice things to say, because that's all God been to me. He been good to me, nice to me. God been. Well, thank you. Thank you. He's been good to me. So I have no choice but to be nice about it. I don't have I don't have a reason to be angry or upset, or so God is really good, and that's all he wants us to do, is to see his glorious work within us. He wants us to see how good he really is, not only in our lives, but to the whole creation overall. Like looking at the beauty of the trees, looking at the beauty of how things can just fall off in the winter time and grow back on their own. There's nobody that's tending to the trees in nature out in the woods, but yet and still every year when springtime roll around, them trees still get the leaves that they supposed to have. They come back on them, right? They regrow. God bring that rain down from heaven, to so nobody can say I watered that tree over there, because God like, no, it came straight from the sky. Okay? So he makes sure to let it be known that this is my creation, not yours. Okay? No matter what type of science or anything we try to put behind it, some things is just supernatural to let us know that human ain't gonna be able to touch that. Can't touch that. Can't touch it. I was born into a Christian family, as a matter of fact. I was. And I was raised in a Christian family as well. Went to church twice and thrice on Sundays. Sometime went to Bible study, Sunday school, and all of that. I went to all of that. I did. I experienced it. And um, when I look back over that time, I realized that I learned certain things in church. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I learned scriptures, I learned the books of the Bible, I learned all of that stuff, right? But God had me in a position back as early as I can remember, as like 7, 8 years old, having a relationship with him. I didn't know it back then. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was me talking to God. You get what I'm saying? Trying to get some stuff off my chest. But but he was building that even then, when I didn't know what it was. He was building the relationship in me that early. And I can look back now and be like, wow, you was there the whole time. You had your hand over my life the whole time. But I didn't understand it until I started awakening to it and being aware of it, right? But so now it's more so a relationship, right? With God. Not about religion. Relationship. Hey. So wherever you are in life right now, you right where you supposed to be. You on the right track. God know exactly what he doing. You just don't know what God doing. That's it. Yeah. You just don't know. And then the upbringing, you could be upbringing up under anything, right? But it's all about where you decide to keep going with it once you become an adult. Right? We don't have a choice as a child, but right, we have a choice as an adult. That's exactly true. So that's what that is. But you're exactly where you're supposed to be, y'all. How unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. What is it? No, let me stop. How unusual is it to sit on the other side of the earth and see that our whole world is full of wonderful people. Exactly. Yes. That is. That's it's like we everywhere. And that to know that God made all of that. And we can come together as one right here through this little world wide web, right? Thank you so much. We can come together right here and unite as one without ever having to see each other physically. Like, we couldn't do this 20 years ago, but God is good. Technology is too. So to know that, things is everybody is good everywhere. It's good people everywhere. Okay. I'm quite sure because you recognize the good in me, you got to be a good person too. You have a blessed day as well. So yeah, that's the message that I had for y'all because looking at the reflection that I had a couple weeks ago, and then when the lady said that yesterday, it was like, wow, I didn't know that that was a thing, and I didn't know that people actually experienced it, and it's supposed to be like a form of anxiety, and I don't know, but people are really experiencing it. And social media doesn't make it any better. That's why it's so important for you to be aware consciously of who you're following, what you're seeing on your timeline, because it affects your inner spirit. It plays on your mind to make you start believing certain things that may not even be true. So be very careful of what you are implanting into your spirit through your ears, your ear gates, and your eye gates, right? Be careful of what you allow into your spirit because it can really have you comparing yourself to somebody else or either wishing you were somewhere else that you really wasn't even supposed to be. And hope deferred make the heart grow fonder, right? When you ain't supposed to be somewhere and you're wishing and hoping for it, don't do it. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all. Y'all got any questions? Any questions? So listen, if you want to strengthen your faith and get yourself on the right path to say, you know what, I'm gonna start journaling. I need to start reflecting, getting some of these feelings off my chest, and I'm write on this paper so I can deal with it right here and right now. Because I'm tired of going through it and I want to build my faith and become more faithful, then go ahead and take a look in the description box. I'm going to put it in below. I ain't putting it in on this video. I'm sorry. But I'll put it on the video below as soon as it's over if you're watching it live. And you can check that out. And I have the Faith Walk Journal. And if anything else on that, my website, the Linktree, if it resonates with you, go ahead and help transform your own life. You said, how often do you stream? A couple times a week, give or take. Between Sunday and Friday, maybe a couple times a week, maybe 2 or 3 times. That's it. And then you'll see a video. If you don't see me stream, you will probably see a video. But if you subscribe and click the all notification button, you'll be able to get notified every time I'm going live. And I know people been saying that they having a problem getting the notification. I don't know what that's about, so maybe I need to create a system to where you guys can get on the email alerts for when I go live, so you get the email notification as well, just in case you don't get the notification on here. So I'm going to set that up for y'all so y'all will be able to have access to that. And yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to me today. Y'all have been wonderful, and I appreciate the comments and everything and the interaction. So I'm about to go eat my dinner and take me a nap. I'm tired. I'm ready to go sleep. I had a busy day today. I'm ready to go sleep. But I just wanted to share that with y'all on today, and hopefully that'll help you if you're dealing with anything of that nature, or if you have something that you may have dealt with in the past and you still holding on to the feelings of woulda, coulda, shoulda, and what ifs. Hopefully that helped, okay? Do I work as a psychologist? No, I'm a life and business coach. So that's what I am. But yeah. Oh, I gotta go live over there on the other side too. So I gotta go do that first. But until next time, either way, let's grow.